Hello and welcome to the opening round of the 2023 Pass Me Fast Ultimate Karting Championship. It's a new year, and with a new title sponsor whose DNA is based on being a great driver, we can expect expert handling at high speeds and plenty of overtaking as we look to crown our 6-class champions in the coming weeks. And we kick things off here on the international circuit at Whilton Mill. It is a racetrack that many of these drivers will know well in the heart of Northamptonshire. So this is it then, the circuit at Whilton Mill, 12 turns and about 1,200 metres of high-speed karting action. Heading off down towards turn 1, you've got Oblivion. Now you're going to want to clip the inside of that curb there, take the apex with your near side wheel, and then carry as much speed as you can and use the runoff through into turn 2. There's a nice area just on the outside of turn 2. Use plenty of runoff there because then you want to be getting your toe down. Keep as much speed as you can going up through Fine Lady and Manuel's Bank, heading towards Christmas Corner, just off in the distance up there, and that's likely to be your first overtaking opportunity. So here we are then up at Christmas Corner. The car has come up Manuel's Bank. You've maybe used the marshal post on the left there as a little marker in your head for where to brake, but get your apex right on this one, clipping on the inside. And if you can hold your nerve and brake later than the person ahead of you, you might be able to flick it out before you get through turns 4 and 5 and get an overtake done up here at Christmas Corner. It's a high-speed corner because you've carried all that speed up the hill. And then, like I say, 4 and 5, by that point in time, you might have nicked a place or two. But the next big opportunity for you to overtake will be at turn 6, the hairpin that is Ashby. So here we are then deep in the infield. You've just come through that section from Christmas through turns 3, 4, 5, carrying as much momentum as you can, and you're going to find yourself here, turn 6, Ashby. It's a hairpin. Leave your braking as late as you can and clip the inside of the apex here. And you'll notice as well, just on the outside of Ashby, there's that whole runoff area. So use some of that to carry as much speed as you can. We're then into a section which is a double left-hander, turns 7 and 8. That's Parker and Chapman, and we continue then around the circuit. But get it right here, and it's another key overtaking opportunity. So here we are then in the heart of the infield. We've had turn 6 and 7 and 8, then Chapman through here, another overtaking opportunity. You're going to be just running, using a bit of the curb here, and then it's all eyes on this uphill drift as we go towards one of the key sections here at Whilton Mill, which is called the Boot. So here we are then at the start of the Boot complex, and it's coming towards the end of the lap. This is the left-hander that will greet you as you come into this complex. You're going to put your wheel up on the curb here before the double right-hander that's effectively turns 10 and 11 over there. And that final one, turn 11 over there, pit bend, well, many a race has been won and lost over there. So let's go and have a look at it. So here we go then, the final right-hander that is pit bend at Whilton Mill, and we've seen many a race, indeed a championship, won and lost right here. It's a fast right-hander and your eyes are firmly fixed on the finish line at this point in time. You will see karts using the runoff away to the left here. It's part of Whilton's makeup, this big runoff area, but be warned, that runoff is going to give you a very rocky ride. It's not going to be comfy, and it's not going to do your kart much good either. All the way to the line then, crossing the line, the fastest karts, well, they'll be doing that in around 44 seconds. It's a fantastic circuit here at Whilton, but it is certainly one where you have to concentrate. Fast, flowing lines throughout, but you cannot let off up here. Do that, and who knows what will happen. But get it right, and oh boy, you'll be rewarded. Well, first out on track then is the Honda GX200 class, which sees 2 returning drivers from last year's 160 Honda Cadet Championship, Bella Fairclough and Ryan White, who finished in P5 and P7 respectively. And Bella, who races for Zipcar, don't forget, took that overall weekend win at round 5, becoming the first female driver to do so. And Ryan, well, he was consistent through all of 2022 and will be looking to improve as we move into 2023. Let's see how they both get on then as we go and join your race commentator, Jake Sansom.
So the 18 drivers are in position. We get the command, 5 seconds. The lights come on. When they go out, we'll be racing for 12 minutes around Whilton Mill. The final is underway. And it's a great start from White and Bradshaw. It's going to be White that gets just narrowly in front of Bradshaw. He'll get the drop into the first corner and he takes the lead. A good start from Ryan White. Perfectly executed. Bradshaw's going to have to give best now as they go up the climb towards Christmas Corner. But White is going to have pressure right from the outset. There goes Haase trying to get into second position. Oh, up and over. And into third position already, into second position already is Bella Fairclough. What a start from Fairclough. Straight into P2 and already trying to charge after the race leader, Ryan White. Well, it looks like this weekend has all been about the final as far as Bella Fairclough is concerned. So it's White, Fairclough, Bradshaw, Haase, McFarlane and Branscombe. Well, a very interesting start to proceedings then, but Bella Fairclough has had her eyes on one thing and one thing alone, and that is the final. Up the inside, McFarlane gets the move then on Ashley Haase. Haase's got to try and come back on the exit. Haase to the inside line, he gets the move. Nicely done. Branscombe and Loveridge are giving chase very quickly indeed. Branscombe up the inside of McFarlane, and he gets through. So a good run from Ralphie Branscombe. So White, Fairclough and Bradshaw have already started to pull clear. But Haase is now in front of Branscombe and McFarlane. Move up the inside from Loveridge. Loveridge gets through on McFarlane now. That's P6 for Loveridge. So McFarlane slots into 7th position in front of Sam Hayes. So as the drivers work their way through on the second lap, they come through the toe of the boot. But the 3 leading carts have already got clear of Ashley Haase. So it's 3 drivers fighting for the win. White, Fairclough and Bradshaw. Here they are. Don't forget, Theo Bradshaw is on double duty today because he's in the Honda Cadet final as well as the Micromax final. So he's going to have a very busy day at the office. Here goes Bella Fairclough, takes the lead at Christmas, and looks like Bradshaw's going to try and repeat the move, but he can't get there. So Bella Fairclough hits the front in the final. Exactly the way she wanted to go. And this has been a great start for the number 5 seed. So the leading seed in Honda Cadet in 2023. Bella Fairclough hits the front. 2nd place for Ryan White. 3rd for Theo Bradshaw. They come off the turn and down the short straight. This is a really good start to the final, and it looks like all 3 of these drivers are going to be hunting for the victory throughout. Fairclough leading through the toe of the boot. They come down the short stretch. Look at the absolute train that is building for 4th position. Ashley Haase leading Ralphie Branscombe. Branscombe's got the run, though, out of the final turn. I think Branscombe's going to get through. He does. In fact, no, that's Loveridge. Loveridge has got through and got up into 4th position. So Archie Loveridge making good hay while the sun shines in front of Haase, Branscombe and Spain. Spain has got through now past Branscombe, in fact. So up to 6th place goes Ed Spain in front of Ralphie Branscombe. Fairclough, a little bit of a drift out of the first corners. But now here comes the move from Theo Bradshaw. He wants to get through on Ryan White. White is going to try and hold him at bay, but no chance. Bradshaw is through. Bradshaw gets a little bit wide on the exit, and that's enough to hold them up. So Fairclough's got a little bit of daylight between herself and Theo Bradshaw in 2nd. 4th position is still up for grabs. That's Haase hanging on with Spain and Branscombe all over the back of him. Loveridge is back down to P7, and that is a big battle between Branscombe and Spain. Branscombe is going to try and get the exit down into the final turn. Branscombe goes for the move. He can't get there. Ed Spain round the outside, hangs on for dear life and holds the place. Loveridge is all the way down to P10 in front of Sam Hayes. So I'm not sure what happened to Loveridge, but he's now dropped behind Jensen Mablethorpe. There's Branscombe going wheel to wheel now with Noah McFarlane. And watch out for Ollie Thompson. Thompson's going to try and commit up the inside line. He gets through. So Branscombe is now down into 9th, I think it's 8th position, sorry. McFarlane's through, Thompson's through. And now Thompson making his bid on Branscombe. Great run from Ollie Thompson. He gets through, but Branscombe is alongside him again, side by side. And now McFarlane gets back through on Branscombe. An overtake every corner in this final at the moment. Brilliant racing. Branscombe lines up behind McFarlane as they settle in again, but Branscombe's going to try again to get past McFarlane. No, you don't, says Noah McFarlane. Branscombe tries again in the toe of the boot. 2nd time lucky and gets there. And now Loveridge is going to try and get through. So Loveridge makes the bid then and gets past. Meanwhile, up front, Bella Fairclough has a little bit of distance now between herself and Theo Bradshaw, with Ryan White right in behind Theo Bradshaw. If the 2 of these guys who have been battling all weekend suddenly let it slip to Bella Fairclough, they're going to come away from this final with a tiny bit of egg on their race suit. So fabulous run from Bella Fairclough in the final. She's looking so strong, but now the domination, the defensive tactics further back. Ed Spain trying to keep his drivers behind him. Branscombe's going to get the run here to get through on Ollie Thompson. Oh, and the front Nassau comes skating up in front of Ed Spain's face. How can Ed Spain carry on like that? Ed Spain's got to try and get the Nassau panel down, but surely he's not going to be able to finish the race like this. I've not seen that before in the battle for position. It just suddenly becomes detached. And Ed Spain is going to lose 2 places to Branscombe and Thompson, but he's not slowing down at all. He's just continuing on. That is madness. Ed Spain is just still driving on. Surely he can't see a thing as he tries to jumble through, and that's Jensen Mablethorpe running off the road there. So Ed Spain has dropped back to 7th position, I think, or is that 8th now? Yeah, I think it's 8th. But Ed Spain is not slowing down. Ed Spain is a racer. No, it's fine. I'm just going to keep going. Don't worry. I can only see a little bit, but I can still see enough. So Ed Spain, desperately trying to keep going. Well, a very bizarre incident, but he tried his best. And sadly, he's not out on the race, and he's not in the racetrack anymore. Now, McFarlane battling away with Maplethorpe, and there is an absolutely devastated Ed Spain, who's having a great race up to that point. And he's facing the wrong way in the pit lane. I'm not entirely sure how that's happened. Has he crossed the line and then driven into the pit lane, or has he come down pit lane and spun it? Not entirely sure. Anyway, Bella Fairclough, look at that gap. It's nowhere near what it was. But now Bradshaw has got into the lead. Bradshaw has found his way through on Bella Fairclough. Sorry, I was looking at my timing screen at exactly the wrong moment. And I was looking in the middle of the field to see what the lap times were doing. And I didn't spot that Theo Bradshaw had got through on Fairclough. We might have to have another look at that later. A very strong chance here that Theo Bradshaw could win 2 finals today. Don't forget, he's fighting for the Micromax final later as well. What if he could get 2 trophies out of the Ultimate Karting Championship kickoff here at Whilton Mill? That would be amazing. Theo Bradshaw has taken his time about this, worked his magic, found a good move, and now he's in front of Bella Fairclough. But Bella Fairclough is not done yet. 1 minute 20, plus the additional lap. Haase is on his own in 4th position. Branscombe and Loveridge dueling for 5th. But when is Bella Fairclough going to go for broke? She's not going to do it yet. That's her teammate in front of her, don't forget. The 2 Zip drivers, 1st and 2nd. There are no team orders at the Zip Kart team, though. There's only one rule: don't take each other out. So Bella Fairclough all over the back of Theo Bradshaw as they duel for the victory here at Whilton Mill. A really exciting challenge. And we're going to continue in fine style. So still they battle away, watching for Ryan White to make his bid now on Bella Fairclough. They come off the final turn and they will come down the home stretch, and we will have 2 laps to go. This is game time now. 30 seconds. It takes more than 30 seconds to do a lap around Whilton Mill in any form of kart. So this is going to be the penultimate lap, and they've got traffic to deal with up the road in front of them. That is Esme Rosie, I think, up in front of them. So now it's all going to come down to who is going to go through the traffic best. Bradshaw leading, Fairclough 2nd, and White 3rd. Out of the way gets the slow kart. Just in the nick of time for the 2 leaders. Looks like Ryan White has gone with them. So that will go fine, but Ryan White's going to take the move on Bella Fairclough and gets through. Fairclough over the grass. That's how critical it is to get through the traffic. So Theo Bradshaw takes the lead. Ryan White now 2nd, and Fairclough down to 3rd with 1 lap to go at the end of this one. But I don't think White is going to catch Bradshaw in time. Theo Bradshaw is going to lead going into the last lap, but there's 0.3 of a second for White to make up. They've got Leyland McNeish in front of them. Slow kart, but surely Bradshaw has got enough here on Ryan White. White is doing everything he can to close up. I've got to catch him. I've got to catch him. Surely I can do it. He's pushing so hard here, Ryan White. He does not want to give this away to Theo Bradshaw. If he's got 1 chance, he's going to take it. And Bella Fairclough is waiting in the wings in 3rd just in case anything kicks off. White is pushing harder than he's ever pushed. Oh, that's Lena McNeish holding up the leader. White gets through relatively quickly, so there is going to be a chance. White will have 1 opportunity into the toe of the boot. Here he goes. He's not going to be close enough, though. Ryan White is going to hang on to it in 2nd, but Theo Bradshaw is going to take the checkered flag. Theo Bradshaw wins at Whilton Mill. 2nd for Ryan White, 3rd for Bella Fairclough. What a great race. So Kev Harris is down there, and he will find the first Honda Cadet winner of the season in 2023, Theo Bradshaw. What a drive.
Taking a look at our 1, 2, 3. Theo Bradshaw from Ryan White, and then Bella Fairclough. I think actually in all their excitement to get on the pods here, we've actually missed out the weighing scales. So we might have to get them on the weighing scales afterwards. But let's just get Theo up and out. So Theo, come on out, mate. Just come on out, up and out. Come on over. Let's get you over this way, buddy. Come on in here. Theo, huge congratulations. You took the final win there. Tell us about your race.
It was quite a hard one trying to catch my teammate in the lead.
Yeah, you had a great battle there with Bella and Ryan as well. Some race, but you got it done in the end.
Yeah, it's quite just didn't know.
Who would you like to thank?
My dad for setup and David for helping set up on Micro and the Honda.
And what do you think the key was to your win here this weekend?
Just consistency.
Consistency. Well, huge congratulations, Theo. Opening your account then in the Ultimate Karting Championship. You're going to be filled with confidence now as we look towards the next round at Lark Hall. Are we going to see you there?
Yep.
All right, brilliant, well done. That's our man Theo there. Bella Fairclough out here. Jump on in, Bella, come on in. Bella, some battle with yourself, Ryan and Theo there, but you were leading for some of the race, but you couldn't just quite get it done in the end, could you?
No, I think they caught me up and then he overtook me and then I sort of pushed with him for a few laps.
Yeah, when that overtake happened, did you think it was all gone or you were still pushing hard, trying to get yourself back in the lead?
Yeah, I was thought that Ryan wasn't so close, so I was going to push him and then battle towards the end.
Yeah. But all in all, not a bad weekend for you. You're on the podium because you had a bit of disappointment yesterday in one of your heats. The mechanical nearly put paid to all of it.
Yeah, I think the engine failed on the heat one, and yeah, I thought that was the end for me. But we picked the pace back up for heat 2 and 3.
Well, huge congratulations. Must feel with some confidence knowing that you've got the pace though as we look towards round 2 at Lark Hall.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
All right, well, best of luck. Well done to you, Bella. And our man Ryan White there, he's not a happy man at the moment. He's in tears, but maybe we can put a smile on his face. Come on over, Ryan. Well done, buddy. Well done. Listen, you don't look very happy with yourself, but I've got great news for you, Ryan. You got the fastest lap. How does that sound?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
It's really good, mate. Listen, that was some battle. You gave the fans here a really good, exciting race. I know you're a bit unhappy because you felt you could have got the win, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
No, but well done. Fastest lap for you there. Overall, you're on the podium, so is there any consolation or any positive you can take from this weekend?
Well, yeah. I learned a lot with Theo. I didn't think I was going to come second in the first place because Fairclough was lead and the weekends went well.
Mate, huge congratulations. It was really great to watch. Put a smile on your face. Fastest lap on the weekend. You're on the podium. And now we can get excited and look towards Lark Hall.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, best of luck. Well done.
For our next instalment of on-track action, we turn our attention to a class that's new to the UKC in 2023, and it's Mini Inter. Now, this class uses the new 950mm chassis, and it brings the UK in line with the rest of the global karting community. One young man who's already got to grips with it, taking wins in both Spain and Belgium, is Jacob Ashcroft.
My name is Jacob Ashcroft. I'm racing Inter Mini Max, and I'm number 22. Yeah, I like the 950 chassis because we're racing it all over Europe and in the UK, and I won in Spain and in Belgium. I think I've had a good weekend so far. Yesterday it was really wet conditions and it was really slippery on the track. And there was loads of big puddles everywhere, so you had to try and avoid that. Yeah, you got to stay on the racing line because there was still a few damp spots on the exit of turn 2, and going up to the hill. Going up to Christmas, when you brake, it slides because you've still got wet on your tyres in the runoff. I like overtaking into Christmas Corner, and after you come out of Ashby, if you go do one left, that's a good overtaking, and then the left after that, I like overtaking that. Yeah, the rumble strip is quite aggressive because of how big the curve is on the inside. You can't take it like you used to do a few years ago. That's why everyone called it Mount Everest. So yeah, if you take that, it will bounce you and probably you won't get a good run up to Christmas Corner, and then you might be likely to be overtaken. And my dad's mechanicking me this weekend, and Dan Holland's a really good team because we've got some really good data people to help us with our lines and to improve on the track. I'm hoping to win this race, and if we do some more rounds, hopefully win the championship.
Jacob, best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, best of luck to Jacob. Let's see how he gets on as we go and join your race commentator, Jake Sanson.
teammates will duel to the first corner. Jacob Ashcroft is going to come off the turn. Are we going to go racing first time of asking? We are! And up to the first turn. Perfect start from the inside line. Not so great from the outside as Finley Lyons is going to drop into about 4th or 5th position as the Mini Inters work their way through up towards Christmas for the first time. No major conflagration as they come up to Christmas. A couple of drivers on the grass, but other than that, everyone gets through Christmas without incident. Perfect start. So now it's all about the 22 of Jacob Ashcroft running in close proximity as the drivers battle their way through. It's going to be a very tough battle up to the next hairpin apex. Still they roll around the circuit hoping for a move on the inside line. 228, Dan Minto having a great duel as he continues on his march forward. A really strong battle. So already, Holmes Ballack and Meek are having a good duel in the mix. Ashcroft is your leader though from Thomas Hill. Thomas Hill making a good start into 2nd place. 3rd is Holmes Ballack. 4th is Charlie Kitely. And then 95 of Charlie Wolfit. That is a faulty transponder again. So Charlie Wolfit, they've definitely got a problem with that kart's transponder because he's not transponding. Hopefully they'll be able to put him back in the results later. But Charlie Wolfit is going for the move on Thomas Hill. And he gets through. So Charlie Wolfit is now up into 4th position because he's not the only one to get past. And that's Charlie Kitely diving up the inside of Hill himself. So that is now Holmes Ballack into 2nd. Wolfit is into 3rd. And Thomas Hill is behind Kitely in 4th and 5th, those two. And in 6th position, that looks to me like Ava Morris, who's made a terrific start. Oh no, it's not. It's Oliver Majewski. Oliver Majewski who was there in 6th position. Then Lyons, then Morris, then Meek, Minto, Gandor, Clark, Roberts, Fisher, and Ella Lucia. So down to the braking zone. Wolfit's going to get up the inside of Luca Holmes Ballack, and also going with is Charlie Kitely. He's just been so calm and smooth and consistent. This looks like it could be an absolute rout for Jacob Ashcroft. Big launch up the inside from Majewski, but he runs wide, and Thomas Hill is going to get past him and Luca Holmes Ballack. Thomas Hill was ready for that. Up into 4th position, and that's really going to get him back on the horse. Good run from Thomas Hill. So Majewski is now in 5th. Behind him is Holmes Ballack, then Lyons, Morris, Meek, Gandor, Clark, Minto, Roberts. And if you're wondering why I said 5th and not 4th, that's because Charlie Wolfit is in 2nd, but his kart is not transponding, so it's not coming up on the timing screen. And there is the 51 of Stanley Clark trying to get in there in the midst there with these two. This is Morris and Gandor. Morris has got to play 2nd fiddle to Stanley Clark, who gets through. So Stanley Clark has worked his way forward at the expense of Ava Morris. There's the 64. That is Charlie Kitely running in front of Majewski and Charlie Wolfit. So Wolfit's down to 4th, in fact. So Kitely is actually in 2nd place in front of Majewski. And a little bit of gesticulation there from Ryan Gandor, who is not happy with Dan Minto at all. So Ryan Gandor shaking his fist in the air. And so a very unhappy Ryan Gandor. Not entirely sure what Dan Minto is supposed to have done. Didn't see anything myself, but clearly the incident had already happened. So there is Charlie Wolfit in 4th position behind Kitely and Majewski, hoping to go through. But Majewski is definitely making it hard work to go into 2nd position at the inside of Charlie Kitely, and he gets through. Kitely drifts wide, Wolfit into 3rd in the same breath. So Charlie Wolfit gets up into into 3rd position. So coming up towards us, Minto trying to get through on the inside. He's got to really time this right though. It's not an easy overtake. He's got it. He's done it. Very good move. Ryan Gandor now drifts up the inside of Ava Morris. And Morris manages to get that back again. So Ava Morris dueling away with her teammate, Ryan Gandor. And Ryan Gandor tries again. And that will do. Ryan Gandor does get through past Ava Morris. Good racing between the two Chaos Sport teammates here in the Mini Inter. The super final going well. But Ashcroft is still your dominant force up front. Ahead of Majewski, Wolfit and Kitely. Then Luca Holmes Ballack and Finley Lyons. Now, this is the battle further back. We're seeing a great duel here. This is Ali. So this is Harris Ali battling away with Isabella Stansmore-Wilson and Jake Rufferty. This is the leading novice, Harris Ali, trying to mix it with the established talents and doing a great job running in front of them. So Harris Ali still going well. Here comes Jake Rufferty up the inside of Isabella Stansmore-Wilson. And Stansmore-Wilson tries to shake him off and does so. That was good defensive tactics from Isabella. And Isabella Stansmore-Wilson now has the charge after Harrison Ali in 17th once more. Charlie Condy is behind them in 20th. Then Hasnain Khan, Jack Johnson, Louis Radcliffe, Elliot Surtees, Mason Webster. And we have one retirement, and that is Oliver White. The 65 has retired. We didn't see where, and we didn't quite know why. But certainly Oliver White is the only absentee of the 26 drivers competing. You'll try and correct me and say 25, but no, because Charlie Wolfett is not transponding, so he's the 26th. So up the inside, Harris Ali trying to get away from Isabella Stansmore-Wilson, who's still putting a lot of pressure on the novice as they work their way through to Ashby once again. Jake Rafferty still looking for the overtaking move. Still, it's not going to happen. But Isabella Stansmore-Wilson's very patient, sat behind Harris Ali looking for the move. Now, Charlie Wolfett is back on terms with Oliver Majewski. 2 minutes 20 on the clock as they come across the line. And Jacob Ashcroft is just keeping it nice and tidy in the lead. 1.3 seconds clear of everybody. Luca Holmes-Ballack looking for a podium in 4th. Then it is Finlay Lyons and Thomas Hill. They're dueling over 5th place. It's never easy in the final. You've got to keep it nice and calm, got to keep it nice and smooth. So Finlay Lyons is working hard here in front of the 66 of Thomas Hill. And there's a kart stationary off to the left side of the circuit. Is that Charlie Kitely? Is that Kitely that's gone? Charles Kitely has dropped out of the top 5. Charles Kitely was running for the victory. And I'm afraid that is Charles Kitely. Oh, devastation. Charles Kitely is going nowhere. And so Charlie Kitely retires. Now Majewski going for the inside of Charlie Wolfett. Luca Holmes-Ballack looking to try and take 3rd position away from Wolfett now in the 95. So Wolfett hanging on. Here comes Luca Holmes-Ballack going for his teammate. And Charlie Wolfett is absolutely determined. What are you doing? You're my teammate, for goodness sake. Stop racing me. Let's go get Majewski. He is enraged, Charlie Wolfett. Bangs on his helmet. Come on, think. So he is clearly not happy. Charlie Wolfett. Luca Holmes-Ballack goes for him anyway. Will you stop it? He's absolutely ranting and raving at the wheel of that car. Luca Holmes-Ballack has had enough of sitting behind his teammate. He wants to go for it. He's totally entitled to, he's allowed to, but Charlie Wolfett doesn't seem to agree. Look, Majewski's got clear. We need to get back past him. Stop fighting me. But Luca Holmes-Ballack has had enough. He wants to get into 3rd. That's Finlay Lyons and Thomas Hill. We need to see what's happening with the drivers ahead of them. Majewski, Wolfett and Holmes-Ballack having a terrific tussle. There we go. And Wolfett's got through to 2nd. Holmes-Ballack's got through to 3rd. Majewski to 4th. Now get out of my way, screams Luca. He wants to hang on and get through on Charlie Wolfett. Here he goes, trying to get into 2nd. But no, Charlie Wolfett will hold it. But Jacob Ashcroft dominates at Whilton Mill. He cleans up. Charlie Wolfett is 2nd. Luca Holmes-Ballack is 3rd in front of Majewski, Lyons and Thomas Hill. But Jacob Ashcroft, domination. So down into the pit lane to catch up with Holmes-Ballack, Wolfett and Jacob Ashcroft is Kev Harris, and I'm sure he's going to have some great conversations.
Well, here we are then, live scenes down in Scrutineer as Jacob Ashcroft gets out his car. He's been on the weighing scales. Come on over, Jacob, come on over. Let's get a quick word with our race winner then. So, Jacob, what a result for you there. A lights the flag victory. You started on pole and you finished with that checkered flag. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, I'm quite happy. It was hard work keeping really consistent lap times out front and just trying to hold the gap with all of them behind us.
Yeah, it seemed that you got that gap and then it was all about holding it, because the battle really in that race was going on behind you between Charlie, Luca and Oliver Majewski as well. That was some battle going on behind you there, fighting out for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. But were you aware of that, what was going on?
I wasn't really aware of it. I was just trying to maintain the gap and put in the best lap times as I can.
Well, exciting as well. Looking at my iPhone here, best lap time is what you got, 47.7, fastest lap on the race as well.
Yeah, I was trying to get my fastest lap and I did like 3 47.7s in a row, and it was really consistent lap times.
And you're obviously dialed into this Mini Inter chassis, 950mm chassis really well. You've already won in Spain and Belgium on it, and I understand you're off to Belgium again next weekend.
Yeah, we're off to Belgium for the first round of BNL, and then the weekend after it's the first round of Euro Series in Genk as well.
It's all looking good for you, and then you can come back and see us at Lark Hall for round 2 of the UKC?
Yeah, we might come back and do a few more rounds of the UKC, but we'll see.
All right, well, best of luck. Thanks ever so much to you, Jacob. Well done. Let's get Charlie Wolfett in then, our next man, second place man. Charlie, well done to you. Some battle going out on there. Jacob seemed to have one that wrapped up in front, but you were fully in the mix, fighting out for those other spots on the podium.
Yeah, it was really hard, really tricky, really good racing actually out there.
Yeah, really good racing. I think you got yourself up to second on about lap 12, so you had quite a wait to get yourself up to that spot.
Yeah, definitely.
There was some battles going on though between yourself and Oliver Majewski though as well. What happened towards the end? Where did he disappear to? Did you understand where he went?
I think he went right, coming just after going into the first corner of the double left, and he just went wide, so I just went down the inside.
Brilliant, well done to you. Coming into the weekend, did you think you'd be on the podium come Sunday night?
Yeah, we're hoping for a top set, but maybe not, but it's always a good thing, isn't it?
It's always a great thing, big smile on your face. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank KR for the Mega Power, Synergy Racing Developments, Mike, Rob, and my mum and dad for bringing me here.
That's it, they're key, aren't they? Well done to your mum and dad, thanks for bringing them here. And are they going to take you up to Larkhall?
We'll have to see, I don't know yet.
We hope to see you there. Well done, Charlie. Congratulations to you. Let's get Luca in. Is our third place man, Luca Holmes-Blanc. Luca, well done to you, mate. Just grabbed yourself the final spot on the podium in the dying stages of that race.
Yeah, I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, really happy about it. You should be. As the race was going on, did you think the podium was still on the cards?
Yeah, I did. I didn't have a best start, but I thought I could get back up, and I did.
Yeah, you absolutely did. Just your teammate Charlie was just ahead of you down the road there. Were you drawing on him throughout that race? You just following him lap after lap?
I was behind someone who was behind him. I was just following the pack, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Oliver Majewski who was just ahead of you, because I had you in sort of fourth or fifth for a lot of that, but it was all going on. I guess with a race like that, the key to it is just keep your head, because you don't know what's going to happen, do you?
Yeah, you don't want to overthink it a lot, so.
Who would you like to thank? Who's brought you here this weekend? Who's made it all possible?
My family, KR Sport for the engines, Synergy Chassis, and Mike and Rob, and my mechanic.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done to you. And well done to all of them as well. Are we going to see you hopefully at round 2 up in Scotland at Larkhall for the UKC?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Come on, make it happen. We'd love to see you there. The fans need you, Luca.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well done to you.
Junior Road Tax is always a hotly contested class, and this season it's no exception, with 67 drivers registered at this opening round, fighting out for just 34 spots in Sunday's Super Final. Many of these drivers will know this circuit well, including KR Sport's Freddie Ingram, who won a club round here last weekend. He may be new to the UKC, but certainly not new to getting the overtakes done here at Whilton Mill.
My name's Freddie Ingram. I'm racing in Junior Road Tax. My number's 69. Yesterday in the rain was good. We had a lot of progress made. It was first time in the wet around here for a while. Yeah. So today should be a good day as well. A quick lap at Whilton, you have to go really hard into the corners, you have to hold the brakes, and you have to be really aggressive. This weekend I'm feeling really positive, but we just need to see what happens in the heats. The class is really competitive, obviously, so it's quite helpful to have all the fast kids in our team, so it's quite easy to follow in their steps. Archie Clark, Archibald, they're both quick drivers. We've also got Ollie Stevens and Jack Hobson. Well, we're hoping to be on the podium in all of our heats, see how far we can get, and hopefully a win's on the cards.
Freddie, best of luck for the weekend.
Thank you.
So let's go and join the Junior Road Tax grid to see what Freddie can do in this one. Here's your race commentator, Jake Sanson.
Here we go racing, the battle is going to be joined, and now we go racing. Up to the first corner we go, and it's a perfect start for the pole sitter, Jack Hobson. He gets into the lead as the rest of the field. Oh, contact! Kart's going off there at the first turn, in through Oblivion and Crook, and there are several drivers caught up in it as the rest of the field squabbles through Christmas. We've had a pretty good start in every final so far, but there was always going to be one. And on this occasion, it's the Junior Road Tax that ends up having trouble. Deacon Russell has come through to third position. The rest of the field continues. I think everybody has just about managed to get restarted again. Despite the conflagration, Ollie Stevens is down to third, and up in fourth place, that's Adam Wooden. So a great start for several drivers in the pack. But now it's all going to be about who can get back on terms with the leaders up front. Is everybody going to make a good run of this? There's Archie Clark having lost a few positions. but it's Hobson from Ingram, then Stevens, Wooden, Russell, Whitcomb, Clark, Hartley, Richards, Thompson, Green and Lizzie Mentier. Here comes the opportunity and Harrison Whitcomb will not hesitate. P4, good charge forward. Out in front with Freddie Ingram, falling into the clutches nearly of Ollie Stevens. A long final in the offing here as Archie Clark closes up on his teammate Adam Wooden. They go down the hill. And despite Jack Hobson's great start, he's not able to pull clear of everybody. Ingram and Stevens are catching him, and Whitcomb's not far behind. And Gracie Mitchell seems to have had an incident, I'm afraid. Her brilliant race weekend has come to nothing as she is out of the race, along with Matthew Sayer and Joshua Whitcomb. Very unfortunate for Gracie Mitchell. There is Lizzie Mentier, having a good run, just trying to get herself back into the top 10. Adam Wooden goes wide. Archie Clark should have a run on him here. And Archie Clark might be joined here by Deacon Russell. Russell can't quite finish the move, but Archie Clark can, up to 5th place. So a terrific charge forward. Still plenty of drivers will give us so much of a great race of it. Here's the move for the lead. Freddie Ingram goes for Hobson and gets through. I thought Ollie Stevens was going to join him there. So an epic battle, and now Harrison Whitcomb has joined in. Whitcomb's going to go for 3rd on the inside of Stevens. Job done. Harrison Whitcomb comes through to 3rd. There is Lizzie Mentier in the background. You can just about make her out. But Deacon Russell is climbing all over the back of Adam Wooden. 8 minutes to go. Still a lot that can play out here in the Junior Road Tax final. But how about this? Deacon Russell swarming around all over the back of Wooden. A very tough race battle. And still the contenders have plenty to do and say. Battle for the lead! That's Hobson and Whitcomb, both getting the move on Ingram. And as they come towards us, there is Hobson out in front. 2nd place is Ingram. They're still side by side. Whitcomb trying to get alongside Ingram now. Run out of road. And that's enough for Ollie Stevens to get through and Archie Clark to get through. Tough racing at the front. Jack Hobson takes the lead back again from Freddie Ingram and is hanging on to it for dear life. Ollie Stevens in 3rd. 7 minutes to go. Hang on to something, folks. This is going to be an absolute nail-biter. 5 racers pushing to the limit for 4 different teams. Ultimate R, KR Sport, Dan Holland Racing. Up the inside, there goes Freddie Ingram. Dives through to take the lead back from Jack Hobson. And don't forget that we've got the Argenti of Whitcomb in the mix as well. Ingram defending valiantly from Jack Hobson. And we are defending with 6 minutes 30 to go. Oh my goodness. Ingram is determined not to let Jack Hobson back through. But surely he can't hold them at bay for so long. The queue is just going to build and build and build here at Whilton Mill. 5 drivers in it at the moment. Make that 6, 7, 8. 8 drivers now in the hunt for the victory. Make that 9, because now Jack Thompson has joined it. Charlie Green and Lizzie Mentier are going to give chase to it. 9 drivers fighting for the win. Here comes the bit up the inside from Spencer to try and take on Hobson. Hobson denies him. And there's great racing further back as Wooden tries to hold on to 6th position in front of Deacon Russell, Hartley and Thompson. Still they duel for the lead. There's the move from Hobson. Dives in on Ingram. And now Stevens will go for 2nd. He launches in. Whitcomb is going to try and get 3rd around the outside. He gets boxed in. And here comes Archie Clark, level with Whitcomb. He bails out, waiting for another chance. And you just saw Gracie Mitchell's cart off to the sidelines there, having retired on lap 4. Very unfortunate indeed for Gracie Mitchell. So, 4th position is currently Whitcomb. But for how much longer? Because he is on a charge. Leading the race though, Jack Hobson has got Spencer and Ingram all over the back of him, with Whitcomb, Clark and Wooden giving chase. This is so close. Hobson dives for the inside. So does Ingram. He gets through on Stevens. So he gets up to 2nd place. Whitcomb has now lost out to Archie Clark. Archie Clark's got through the 4th. Battling for the lead. Ingram and Hobson. Ingram is going to lose out. Passing both of them. Stevens and Clark get into 1st and 2nd, just like what we saw in the final lap of the race earlier on in Micromax. Brilliant racing, and look who's been left out to dry. Jack Hobson tumbles down to 7th. Whitcomb tumbles down to 8th. And now Green and Mentier have joined the fray. This is now a 12-kart bout. Richards has joined in as well. 12 drivers fighting for the victory in the last final here at Whilton Mill in the Pass Me Fast Ultimate Karting Championship season opener for 2023. Ingram now going wheel to wheel. Off the road goes Wooden. Wooden's gone off the road. That is devastating for Adam Wooden. He was doing so well. He had climbed up as high as 4th. Jack Thompson's now come up to 4th position. We need to watch out for him. Stevens is defending from Clark and Ingram. Clark now trying to get up the inside of Stevens. No, you don't. Hobson down to 7th. Whitcomb down to 8th. But now Green has come up to 6th position from Hartley, Whitcomb, Mentia, Hobson, Richardson, Wooden in 12th. And now Lewis Goff has joined them. 13 karts now battling for the victory. Up on the inside. Here comes Ingram. Dives through and gets Archie Clark, his teammate. But Ollie Stevens is your leader with 4 minutes to go. Archie Clark battles back for 2nd. Takes it. Side by side, Thompson and Ingram now. Jack Thompson having a great final race as he now tries to go for the podium. What a sensational battle. So many drivers battling away here. A really exciting run. So many candidates to go for the victory now. And there is Cheesy, there is Charlie Green having a really tough race. Looks like there's a problem for Jack Thompson. Jack Thompson is slowing. And Jack Thompson is going to pull off. Archie Clark is hoping to win the first Junior Rotax final of the season. He's out in front of Ingram. Stevens in 3rd. 4th is Green. 5th is Russell. 6th is now Liam Hartley. He's not out of luck. He's not out of contention for this. Liam Hartley could be strong. Here goes Ingram. Dives in on Clark. Stevens will have a run at Archie Clark as well. He gets through. And Archie Clark is going to be run wide. Green gets into 3rd, Russell gets into 4th, Archie Clark is down to 5th with a minute to go. There's going to be 2 laps to go at the end of this one, and Ingram is defending for everything he's worth. There goes Green, trying to take on Stevens. It won't happen. Hobson trying to take on Deacon Russell. Archie Clark just trying to stay out of harm's way. Diving up the inside. Stephen protects from Charles Green. Green still hanging on to it. Clark gets run wide. And Harrison Whitcomb on the grass. Hobson round the outside of him. Here comes Lewis Goff and Lizzie Mentia. They want a piece of it too. Last lap begins. Can Freddie Ingram hang on from Stevens and Green? If Freddie Ingram hangs on to this, he really will be the master defenseman. Charles Green defends from Deacon Russell. Archie Clark hoping for a crack at the podium here in 5th. It's going to be tight. Charles Green defending. Archie Clark goes for it. Gets Deacon Russell on the last lap. Into 4th position. And now Hartley dives in on Hobson. Whitcomb dives in on Hobson. And Hartley. Whitcomb gets them both. What a dramatic final lap. But it's going to be drama to the end. Freddie Ingram is going to come through to take it all. Freddie Ingram wins at Whilton Mill. Ollie Stevens 2nd. Cheesy gets 3rd. Charles Green 3rd position. What a comeback in the final. What an amazing weekend. I'm going to hand down to Kev Harris, who'll wrap things up with our top 3 in Junior Rotax.
Freddie, how about that one? What a final, what a race for you.
Yeah, that race was so hard. I mean, it's so hard to just race out there in the front, but I managed to pull it off and come with the win. So
we were watching from the sidelines here in disbelief. For so much that race, there was 5, 6, 7 of you pushing for the lead. It was like a midfield battle.
Yeah, it was really hard. We were all on the pace, so it's just a matter of whoever comes out of the fight clean, to be fair.
Coming into the weekend, did you think this was going to be the result? How were you feeling? Were you cast your mind back to Friday or even first thing Saturday morning?
Well, I came back off a win last weekend. Coming into Friday was not very good. We were about last, to be fair, every session in the wet. And then Saturday we started pulling back, and then Sunday we just won it. So
KR Sport have done well this weekend, just taken a 1-2 in the Senior Rotax and now put you on the top step of the podium in the Junior Rotax. It's a great team to be on, surely.
Yeah, KR Sport, they do everything. Like, engines are outrageous. It's a very good team to join.
And hopefully we're going to see you in Larkpool for round 2 at the end of the month.
Yeah, should be.
Freddie, huge well done to you. We'll see you next time round. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Ollie, just speaking to Freddie there, he said you were all on the pace and it looked to be that way. So many of you could have won that race. You were all fighting for it.
Yeah, it was a really tough race. Everyone was really quick. Unfortunately, at the end, I didn't come out on top, but there's always next time.
Yeah, I mean, there was moments in that race, like you started on second on the grid there, but you easily could have taken the win. You were fully in the mix for all of it.
Yeah, I think it was just, if I'd have defended when I was in first a little bit, then I could have had a better chance. But yeah, I don't know. As I said, next time I'll be there.
Coming into the weekend, did you feel that you had the pace? I mean, Friday was a difficult day because we were in the wet. Saturday was our first chance to get a look and see how the kart's running, how you guys were doing. Did you start to think that it may be on, that you could get a podium this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I've been on the pace all weekend. Yeah, the pace has been there. And yeah, I think now it's just making those fine adjustments and yeah.
Team's obviously done you proud then. Quick shout out to Dan Holland Racing.
Yeah, definitely. And Time Racing Engines.
Well done to you. We're going to see you in Larkhall, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
Charles, how about that? Just tell us where you started on the grid. I've got you as row 10, starting 19th, and you've just finished third.
Yeah, it was amazing. Leaders were fighting from the start, got through the pack quickly, and then managed to slip my way into third place, which is amazing.
So many you racers at the front of the pack there, you were all on the pace. There was about 5, 6, 7, 8 karts all pushing for the lead, and you were fully in the mix.
Yeah, it was a bit surprising. Coming into this weekend, we just wanted to get to the A final. We found this pace to try and get into the top 3, and even fighting for the win is incredible, really.
Just casting your mind back to, well, as I just said to the other lads there, Friday was a bit of a write-off because we were in the rain. Saturday morning was your first look at, a dry track here at Whilton. How were you feeling on Saturday morning? Did you think that you might be getting yourself a podium spot come Sunday?
In the O plate we did all right. We got 9th in the O plate, so we thought we might at least have a chance maybe to try and fight for something. But we didn't. I did not think we'd be fighting for the win today.
Huge congratulations. Who would you like to thank? Who's been here watching you?
My dad, my mum, my sister, Nibs as always, Ayrton as well, and to the whole BKC team for making this all happen.
Well, sadly, that's all we've got time for from our first instalment of action here at round 1 of the Pass Me Fast Ultimate Karting Championship. Huge congratulations to all of our class winners and indeed all of the drivers that took part. We were treated to some great racing, none more so than in that Junior Rotax final. How about that one? Next time out then, when you see us here again on the Highlights programme, we have 3 more super finals to bring you in Micromax, Minimax and some of our oldest and fastest drivers in Senior Rotax. You do not want to miss it. Until then though, from all of us here and myself, Kev Harris at Whilton Mill, see ya.